Hi, my name is Mark, and today I would like to open Perseverance Castaway Chronicles Episode 1 and 2. I got this huge box for review from Mindclash Games, thanks for sending it. And Perseverance is a heavy Euro game divided into 4 different episodes. First, episode 1 and 2 was released, then in the second box, episode 3 and 4. There is a third box called Chronicles Expansion that allows you to play all those 4 games kind of connected together. And the whole game, you can see dinosaurs. It's not Jurassic Park. The whole game tells a story of a cruise ship that got crashed on a strange island full of fierce and dangerous animals, and you are the survivors trying to survive and trying to create your civilization on this island, and Perseverance is the name of the capital of the city. So let's open this huge box. This says second edition because this is this is the second edition of the game. This is the edition that I got together with episode 3 and 4. So from the second crowdfunding campaign. I'm not 100% sure what are the changes in the second edition. I can guess that maybe some errata or maybe some small things were changed or adjusted. I don't expect anything huge. Here we have some boards and rules and everything. So let me open it. I try to open it without damaging anything. And yeah, this is the crowdfunding edition. I'm not sure if this game was ever released in a retail edition, to be honest. I don't think so, because this game is so huge and so big and so full of content. You will see in a second, and I don't see an option for this game to be released in retail, but who knows. Okay, so here we have something that is called Castaway Chronicles, Memoir of a Survivor, and this is just a, you could say, a story booklet. It's like a journal or a memoir of someone on one of the survivors on the island. You can read about wildlife, you can read some story, maybe how the ship crashed and everything. So this is pretty cool. It doesn't add anything in terms of gameplay. It's just for the fluff, for the story. But this is pretty cool. For me, the whole game is kind of interesting because usually you could say that Euro games are kind of dry and you only think about, managing resources and scoring victory points. But the Perseverance, especially that it's got 4 different episodes kind of connected together and telling a story, is a very unique in terms of Euro games. Of course, there were some Euro games like the trilogies from Garfield Games, like the West Kingdom trilogy, but those games, you could play those Shem Philip games together if you got the Saga expansion, but basically they were set in the same timeline but not really connected together. But in Perseverance, each of the episodes is basically a different game, but all those games tell the same story of the same survivors, just in different time period. Like the first episode is when you crash on the island, and then in the second episode you already have built the city and you try to explore the island. Episode 1 rulebook, 31 pages. Yeah, they are quite heavy. I think the heaviness on BGG is over 4, so this is definitely not a light game. I know that those episodes, those games, they share some similarities, but they are still treated as different games. So I'm really curious if learning, for example, episode 1 makes learning episode 2 easier, or they are very different from each other. Episode 2, 35 pages, the second rulebook. Pretty cool, really cool idea. Here we have the train manual for the second edition. It tells you how to store everything on different layers, so you can already see how many different components are inside. I have never played Perseverance, so don't expect from me that I will tell you everything about those components, about how to play the game. I will make another video in the future after I play the game where I will tell you about the gameplay. Today is just an unboxing, and today we opened episodes 1 and 2. In the second video we'll open episodes 3 and 4, and then maybe the Chronicles expansion. It's a smaller box. Solo rulebook. warning, play after episodes 1 or 2 and 2. Yeah, so you should probably learn the base rules and then you could play this solo. It's another 30 pages. So altogether, all those 3 rule books, it's about 100 pages of rules. It's quite a lot. But luckily, this rulebook for solo is for both episodes. Like here are rules specific to episode 2, and then there are rules specific for episodes 1, and then there are overall solo rules. Yeah, so it's a perfect game for this season. You could sit at home with a cup of tea. It's cold and dark outside, so you could learn those games. Okay, I think this is a board for solo. Narek Kamila, because you play against 2 opponents in solo, if I'm not mistaken. 2 boards and another board. Okay, double-sided. And here we have, what do you have? We have the player boards. Okay, cool. For probably some of those episodes. Okay. Yeah, this game looks really cool. I really like the colorful art. It's not dark, it's not gloomy. It's full of, colors. So this is strange because this story of this game is neither like sci-fi or anything, because I think it takes place in kind of not a distant future probably, but still have dinosaurs. So this is like a mix of prehistoric stuff and modern technology. Okay, huge boards. I can definitely tell you that this game will take a lot of space on the table. Okay, and now we have some trays, 4 of them. After sorting everything, I think those will be the player trays, so each player gets 1. What I have here is the wash edition, so all the miniatures you will see when I show you the dinosaurs, they have this wash effect. It means that they are kind of shaded, they have this shade on them. You could also get, those are some walls and some, houses and outposts. There was an option, I think, to get the, you could say, plain edition without the wash. So if you plan to paint your miniatures, probably the plain version is better, but I never paint anything, so having a wash makes the components looks better, because they have like those shades, and they are, I'm not sure if this is the proper word, but they look more 3D than a plain gray miniature. Okay, we have some bases for the standees. We have some, this looks like kind of sci-fi berries. Okay, they look like this, and they are soft, so this is pretty cool. All games from Minecraft games that I always got, they look fantastic and amazing, and the production quality is amazing. All look great, and Perseverance is the ultimate deluxe game from Minecraft games. Okay, so we have a piece of paper, and we have even more trays. Those trays are with the dinosaurs. Now you will be able to see, okay, they are glued together, so they will not get damaged during shipping. And here we have the dinosaurs, and now you can see what I mean when I say wash, because regular gray miniatures, they are like plain. They don't have all those shades and shadows on them, and if you have the wash effect, they already look amazing. And even though they are just in one color, like gray, it's still light gray, dark gray, some black areas, so they look really amazing, and the quality is, as you can see, great. You have different types of dinosaurs, and they are in different sculpts. As you can see, this one has this paw here, pretty cool. So we have the dinosaurs here we have some regular, I think, soldiers. They look like this. Okay, I think they also have some different sculpts, but they also have this shade effect, and they have different like shade of gray. The dinosaurs are darker, they are a little lighter, but you will place those bases on them. So yeah, some soldiers here. Yeah, after the unboxing I will have to, you know, sort everything and store everything properly so nothing gets damaged. Yeah. Okay, so let me put it back. One tray full of dinosaurs. A second one with different dinos. I have to open it. Okay. Yeah, they wanted to protect it for shipping. This is quite clever because if this gets opened during shipping, everything will, you know, be loose in the box. So we have the additional dinosaurs. They look so good. I think the best looking dinosaurs in a board game I've seen. Look at the skin. I'm not sure if you can see it in the camera, but it looks pretty cool. Amazing miniatures, I have to say, because they have the small details here, but nothing is bent, nothing is damaged. It's like a hard plastic. Cool, really cool miniatures. So this is another tray full of dinosaurs. Let's put it here. We are not even in the middle, I think, of the box. So many components, even more trays. Okay. So here we have, they are on the top, okay. Here we have more player boards. I'm not sure, maybe some of those boards are for the first episode, the other are for the second episode. They are double-sided because I think on one side they have the same abilities, on the other they are asymmetrical. Okay, I have to unglue it. So we have the heroes. They look so good. I really like the sun drop effect. When I get a game and there is an option for sun drop, I usually try to get it because for someone who doesn't paint, it's much better option. And we have some, I don't know what's this, some outposts or maybe watchtowers. Everything is kind of tiny, but looks good. And even more player components, some bases, some cubes. So as I said earlier, everything needs to be sorted after unboxing. But the cool thing is that everything, we have trays for everything. And this is great because it speeds up setting a Euro game like this a lot. I hate big, complex Euro games. Here we have some dice in every player's color. I hate having complex Euro games where everything is in some zip bags because the setup is long. When you want to put the game back, it takes a lot of time. So you waste a lot of time on managing the components. When you have trays for everything, it's really awesome. I think this should be standard for most complex Euro games. Even more characters probably for the second episode. Here we have a painted like temple. It looks cool. It's not just the sun drop effect. It looks like really painted. It's kind of heavy, so pretty cool. Great components. I can already tell you that there will be a lot to learn in this game because this is not a simple Euro game, and especially now when I got all 4 episodes together, it will be a complex game. So we have even more dinos. Those are smaller. They look like raptors, but as you can see, they are small. The tail is very thin, but it looks so good. I don't know how they managed to create those tiny dinosaurs without any damage. It looks so good. So another set of dinosaurs, even more soldiers here. Here we have some, I think, some cards. This looks like some help cards. I'll try to open it. Give me a second. It's not so easy without damaging anything. But we did it. Okay. I think some reference cards for each player. Pretty cool. Final scoring. Dino combat. Yeah. A lot of them. Where were they? Here. Yeah. Here. Okay. And we have some cards. Bigger cards and smaller cards. I like to open such huge complex games because on one hand it looks all so good, but on the other hand I'm always overwhelmed by the number of components and rules and everything, and I always imagine learning those games. So yeah, but after you learn the game, then comes the fun part. Okay. Yeah, so a lot of different cards. I will not try to guess what are those cards used for, because you know, as I said, I need to play the game. Luckily, not that many different cards, because what I see at the bottom here is just cardboard and the game boards. So we have some small cards. Okay. Probably some of those cards will be used for solo mode. And here we have, okay, even more cards here. Yeah, so I was suspecting it's probably not everything, but yeah, we have more cards here. The art looks so damn good. Just by looking at the cards and components, I want to sit and play the game. What are those? Planes adventure. Okay. Not much story in the cards if they are adventures, so you have to, you know, kind of imagine the story and what happened with all those. Canyon adventure. Okay. Temple adventure. Yeah, a lot of adventure cards. Okay. 2 additional miniatures, maybe for the solo mode. Who knows, we had 2 characters in solo. But I wanted to show you something else. We have those metal markers that are used for each player, and they are really made from metal. They are heavy. This is so cool. It looks so very amazing. Yeah, production quality of this game is awesome. I have those here, those metal elements. They look really good. We have some coins here. Yeah, really. It looks so damn good. I think the only thing that you could get apart from those games in those wash edition, this is the all-in edition, was some playmats, I think. So you could get those playmats, but that's basically it. This is the top edition of everything. Okay, so let's put it back. Let's put it back here. And the last thing that you have here on the bottom are the cardboard components and the boards. Oh my god. So let me take out the boards first to show you how they look like. There is a lot on those boards. A lot of things are going on. They are double-sided. I think that one side is they are for different player counts. Look at the artwork. But a lot of things are going on those boards. By just looking at the boards, you can already see that this is not a light, easy game. Okay, board for... how do I put it back? For the first episode, this is the board, I think, for the second episode. Whoa, this is huge. You can see, but it looks so good. Here you can see you already have the Perseverance town, and we will explore the wilderness. So, 2 huge boards, and now we have a lot of cardboard components. I will try to open them. Let me open it. Yeah, so we have some tokens to punch, some dials we have to assemble. Okay. Some tiles. I think that those tiles will be used for the second episode where we explore everything. Yeah, but it will take some time to organize everything, but luckily we had those guide that tells you how to place everything back in the box and how to organize everything. So this is the unboxing of Perseverance episodes 1 and 2. There will be, as I said earlier, another video where I will tell you how to play the game, what I think about this game, but you need to give me time. The second video will be unboxing on episodes 3 and 4. So if you're curious how the other box looks like, subscribe to my channel, visit me on Instagram, on my social media. And thanks for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.